Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Santa Anita Park here on closing day. It is Sunday, the 16th of June 2024. I'm going to look at the sixth race from Santa Anita, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And I mean around the world. Join me next week for my Royal Ascot previews. But it's closing day from Santa Anita. The end of the meeting looks like it's been very nicely done at Santa Anita. Some exciting races, and going into the fall, they're trying something new with that California Crown race, kind of like a September or fall Pegasus Day, which it's, at least they're trying at Santa Anita. And the next winter we get to look forward to bull ring all weather racing, which again I have no problem with it. At least they're trying something different. You can't keep doing the same thing and figure out why you're not making money. But let's look at the traditional closing day feature from Santa Anita, which is a good one. The sixth race, it's the San Juan Capistrano Stakes. It's a grade 3 event going for a $100,000 purse, race for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 6 horses starting on the hillside turf course, the distance of ground of about 2,800 meters, or the distance of ground of about 1 mile and 3/4 on the hillside turf course. My top selection, I'm going to go with the 3-horse Awfully Naughty. I'm going to go 3-2-6-1 in the superfecta. There we go. 3-2-6-1 Super. Top selection, 3-horse Awfully Naughty. The 6-year-old horse by Flashback. Mike McCarthy trains. Juan Hernandez gets to mount. The horse's most recent appearance came in the Charles Whittingham at Santa Anita, mile quarter on the 4th of May, and he finished 4th by a half a length that day. He ran his heart out that day. He sat back early. He really closed up well late. He just missed, but he ran his heart out. I think with a little bit of a longer trip, it should really suit him well, and I think he's run buyers that are definitely fast enough to win here today. His best buyers is 97, but I could see him jumping up to win against these horses with like a 99. Two back, he ran the San Luis Rey at Santa Anita, a mile and a half on the 23rd of March. First off the bench, he probably needed the race that day. He finished 3rd by 3 lengths that day. He sat back early. He moved a little bit late, but he just couldn't catch Mysticut, who just had to jump on him. But he ran his heart out that day. And then prior to that, on the 1st of October at Santa Anita, a mile and a quarter in the John Henry, he finished 7th by 7 1/4 lengths that day. And he didn't get out of the gate so clearly. Basically got shut off that day and just was behind the 8 ball. It wasn't his day to win. And his race at Del Mar, I don't know if he liked that course. He was very wide. You need to have good position on that narrow Del Mar turf course. Mile 3/8 in the Del Mar handicap. Off the bench, he finished 7th by 4 1/4 lengths that day. He was wide, and he just wasn't comfortable that day. He ran in this race last year as the even money favorite, and he placed behind Plantario. He's running back this one today, and he closed it from nowhere. He had a little bit of traffic that day, which probably cost him, but he ran his heart out. Most recent victors were quite nicely done. He won the San Luis Rey last May quite easily here at Santa Anita, and won the Whittingham quite easily in April of 2023 quite easily also, with a 97 buyer that, like I said, that could definitely win against these horses. Refreshing here, he could win. I think the 2-horse Rock Emperor is an interesting horse. A former Chad Brown trained horse, now Philly D'Amato trains one. Antonio Frizzou gets the mount on this one. His most recent outing came in the Whittingham, where he finished 6th by 1 3/4 lengths, where he had a bit of a trouble trip, but first start in Southern California, I thought he ran a decent race. He's run quite a few triple-digit buyers that could definitely win against these horses. Problem is, he hasn't won since December of 2022, where he won the Bowling Green at Saratoga quite nicely by a half length with a 102 buyer. A horrible beginning, but he really closed up well late. Came back to run against Gufo in the Sword Dancer of that year, where he just did not run well. And then his form just slightly got a little, subpar, but he was running against some tough grade 1 quality horses on the East Coast. Refreshed in Southern California, these horses in this division are not as tough as the East Coast horses, and I think he could find a trip to win. I'll use him on the ticket. Even the 6-horse Plantario for Dick Mandela and Hector Barrios, his win last year's race was quite impressive with that 97 buyer. Came back to run in some decent places in this division last year. Finished off the season with a very nice win in the Hollywood Turf Cup. This year, his buyers have definitely been getting up to par. Back to a longer trip, he could win. I would use him in the pick 4, but to recount my selection for the 6 now from Santa Anita, it's the San Juan Capistrano. Gonna take the 3-horse Awfully Naughty. Give kudos to the 2-horse Rock Emperor and the 6-horse Plantario. 3-2-6-1 Super, 3-2-6 in the multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck.